In this video, we are going to learn about one of the most important concepts in programming, that are iterative statements. So, this is also called as loops. Okay, iterative statements or loops. So, what are loops, or what is an iterative statement? So, it will help your code to repeat tasks automatically without having to write the same line over and over again. That means if you want to repeat some task automatically, uh, for example, we can take an example. I want to print hello for 10 times. So, what will I do? I will just take print hello, right? And if I want to print hello in 10 times, what will I do? I just put this statement 10 times, right? So instead of writing this statement, this is same statement that we are repeating, right? So instead of taking these statements or writing the same line of code over and over again, we will use loops for executing the same statement for 10 times or more than 10 times, or the how many times that we want to print, the loop will execute that much. That means we can do our task repeatedly. Okay, so once you understand the concept of loops, you will able to build things like games, data processor, automation scripts. So all these are work using repetition. So you can implement loops wherever you want to repeat the task. Okay. So in this video, we are going to look what are the loops and why do we need iteration, and how to use the while and for loop. So mainly, Python have two loops, that are while and for loop. Okay, so these are the two loops that we are used in Python. What are iterative statements? So iterative statements means in a programming, an iterative statements is a command that execute a block of code multiple times as long as a specific condition is true. That means if you want to repeat a task until a specific condition is true, or as long as a specific condition is true, that we are called iterative statements, and it will stop only if the condition is false. Okay, so we can say that iterative statement is a block of it's an iterative statements that the command executes a block of code, and that repeat multiple times as long as a specific condition is true. Okay, so we can imagine or think of it like this. You tell your computer, keep doing this until I say stop, like that. Or if you can imagine that you are exercising and you decide to do 10 push-up. Instead of telling yourself do one push-up 10 times, you say repeat push-up 10 times. That exactly what a loop do in a code. Instead of telling each step, we are telling, like if you're telling yourself to one push-up in 10 times, you are saying that you have to take push-up in 10 times in a statement, and you have to do that statement in 10 times. So like that. So I have already told you that there are two types of loops, that are while loop and for loop, right? So in while loop, it will repeat the task while a condition is true. Okay, it will repeat a task while a condition is true. Whereas for loop means what? It repeats for every item in a sequence. We will discuss the difference later. Okay, so just understand that for loop means it will repeat for every item in sequence. Okay, while loop. Okay, I've already told you that while loop means uh, that loop will keeps repeating as long as a certain condition remains true, right? So the syntax of while loop is like while. We have to use the keyword while. After that, you have to write the condition, and after the condition, you have to put the colon. After colon, the indentation should be careful. You have to write the block of code after the two space. Okay, after the two three. after the three space only you have to write the block of code. Okay, so let's look an example. Okay, so I'm going to print or I'm just going to count from 1 to 5. So how we can do that, how we can count from 1 to 5. Previously we will count 1 to 5 by printing 1 2 3 4 5, but instead of that I'm just printing the numbers from 1 to 5 using loops. Okay, so I'm taking a variable called count that is equal to 1, and the keyword the syntax for while is while, and the condition is count should be less than or equal to 5. Okay, count should be less than or equal to 5, and I have to put the colon. After that I'm just taking the statement print count is uh, you have to put the variable, right, count, and after that I'm just incrementing the count plus equal to 1. Okay, so this is the code for counting a number from 1 to 5. So here I am starting count variable from 1. As long as the count is less than 5, the loop will run. As long as the count is less than 5, the loop will run. Okay, so each time we are printing the statement count, and we are printing the variable count, and also we are adding 1 to count using this operation. This means what? This means count is equal to count plus 1, right? So in each step we are incrementing that count. So first it will print 1, that means 1 is less than or equal to 5, the condition is true, so it will print 1, and after that we are adding 1 into that 1, that means now count becomes 2. So we will check 2 less than or equal to 5, that is true, and we will print 2, and the count is incremented by 1, that means count become 3, and it will check 3 less than or equal to 5, and it is true, and it will print 3, and the count incremented into 4, and 4 is less than or equal to 5, and it will print 4, and count is incremented into 5. 5 is less than or equal to 5, that means it will print 5, and the count is incremented into 6. But 6 is not less than or equal to 5, that means that here the condition is false. So it will not execute this task further because the condition is false. Okay, so uh, so here we are using a variable for updating each step, right? That means in each iteration means each step we are incrementing that variable and printing that variable, so we can get an output from 1 to 5. So we can run the code program, you will get an output from 1 to 5. That means here we are printing count is 1, count is 2, count is 3, count is 4, count is 5. Like here only we are taking a single statement, right? So the same task we can run, we can execute by taking this statement or repeating this statement 5 times, right? Print 1, print 2, print 3, print 3, print 4, print 5. So here we are, instead of writing the same code over and over again, we are just writing the simple line of code, and we are just putting that inside the loop. So the loop will execute until the condition is false. So when here the condition will be false, when the count becomes greater than 5, the condition will be false, and we will exit from the loop. Okay, in this code you are not incrementing this count. So what will happen if you are not incrementing the count or the variable that we are using here? It will be run the code will be run infinite. So this is what we call infinite loop. So it will not stop, always it will run infinitely, because the count is always 1 here, right? Because we are not incrementing count here. So we can run the code and check what will be the output. It will show an infinite output because here we are not updating this variable, so it will not get any false condition. So it will run the code, it will be always true. So it will not stop unless we are stopped by manually. So these are called infinite loops.